joke to get likes from a reply from Shad. I didn't even know about all the stuff he did, but one of his first controversies, I stopped interacting with him a long time ago. So you didn't know about all the stuff that Shadman did, but there's clips of you pulling up Shadbase's website on your channel, and then you're adding Shadbase, like trolling and teasing him for having safer work drawings. Like, what do you mean you didn't know what he was doing? It's right.
Just because you know an artist doesn't mean you have seen everything they did. Like, I know a bunch of YouTubers, I haven't seen all their videos. Like, what makes you think that he, like, autistically looked up all this arts and he knows every single art by heart? Like, that's a dumb argument. Like, what if you went to your subscription feed now, right? What if I went to the people that you are subscribed to on YouTube, right? And I picked up a random video or a random channel and I told you, alright, do you know that this guy made a video like this, and this? Huge chance you didn't. He could have not known. It's a very weak argument, I agree. But why aren't you giving him the benefit of the doubt that he doesn't know? This is probably part 2. Video for Kris, Tyson, or otherwise now known as probably Christine. I'm gonna new name Kris. Ava. Okay, she's called Ava now. Okay. Ava. I'll call her Ava from now on then. And this is the version of someone else. Video by a guy called X8, and he talks about the video I just reacted to previously. So if you want to see that, go watch part 1. So we're gonna go into part 2, I guess. So yeah, let's go.
It's going mega viral, exposing a whole bunch of different weird tweets that Kris Tyson has made in the past. Tweets begging Shadman to draw CP of like his favorite characters. Tweets where Kris Tyson is basically fawning over a drawing of Caillou being molested by his mom.
I disagree. What he said, he literally said, "Help! I need an adult." Sure, it's a weird drawing or a weird like request, but like he didn't say like, "Oh yeah, I want to see that." Yeah, he made like a meme response that very subtly indicated that he didn't think this is okay. So I don't know, nuance, man. Keep saying it. People just don't understand nuance.
All sorts of just deranged, weird, crazy stuff that Kris Tyson has done. More than the...
Bro, he hasn't done shit. He only liked a couple tweets and made a couple tweets. That's not something you... That won't even hold up on court. This won't even hold up in court. There is nothing to actually convict him about. Like, it's so stupid. This is so dumb. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyway.
This one's like him saying that he has a Shad-based drawing as a centerpiece in his living room. I'm going to read those tweets this guy put in his video, but this video then sent me down a rabbit hole. I have an alleged response from Kris Tyson where he addresses all these tweets. He addressed it last year, allegedly privately to another creator. I opened this pinned comments channel up and he's talking about a whole bunch of stuff with Kris Tyson, showing even more tweets where he's replying to Shadman, showing that Kris Tyson had some really young fan that he was a big fan of. I don't know. It's insane. So I'm going to review some of this and just...
All right, now that sounds like some shit. All right, that sounds like some real shit. Because before there was just Twitter stuff like, oh, he liked a couple weird tweets and he made a couple weird tweets. Like, that's nothing. Let's see if they actually get some cancel-worthy stuff here.
Let me know what you guys think, because this story is nuts. Let's start from the top. So Adrox's video, of course, goes over who Shadman is. I recommend you watch his video if you know nothing about him.
I just
He's
did.
Super deranged, basically, just super crazy. But Kris made that tweet where he said that Shadbase's art is up in his home, and it was actually proven by Adrox in this video. He found a frame where Jimmy is sitting in what is presumably Kris's place, and he's looking directly at this art piece by Shadman up on the wall. So he actually found genuine physical proof in one of Jimmy's videos, the one titled "Tipping Pizza Delivery Guys $10,000" from 6 years ago, to show, yes, that the drawing featuring this girl is actually up on the wall, which is just insane. But then he starts showing a whole bunch of other strange tweets that Kris has made now, just basically begging for Lolly to be drawn by Shadman in multiple different weird, deranged ways. First, this one from 2018 where he replies to some deleted post that we don't know what it was now, but something probably related to Teen Titans, because then Kris says, "No Beast Boy trap. Shad, you've changed."
Okay. So we don't have the context of this tweet, but we'll see.
Beast Boy, of course, being this little boy character from Teen Titans. He's basically just saying that Shad has changed for not drawing this guy, I guess, is probably the assumption here. And then another thing, which is also absolutely disgusting, where someone shouts out Shadbase's art, and it's art of Caillou, the 4-year-old child cartoon.
Yes.
He says, "Remember this growing up? Me too, check it out." And then links a link to Shadbase's website, which is a pornographic comic of Caillou and his mother. And then Kris obviously sees this, and I guess,
and then he responds with, "Help, I need an adult." Because this shit is weird. He acknowledges weird. Still don't see the issue with this tweet.
it's just
Sorry.
has a meltdown. He's just so flustered
Just
by
don't.
this drawing because he replies, "Help."
No matter the hatred of trans people I got, I just can't hate this. It's whoop-de-doo to me, bro.
I need an adult. Why are you engaging in this? Why are you openly consuming this media? Are you disgusting? Are you deranged? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is way worse than any of the stuff we've seen before. I mean, this is openly just engaging with drawn CP. What the fuck are we doing here? Then he shows art of 2 children from Gravity Falls, Mabel and Dipper, where someone drew them making out with each other, and it's absolutely disgusting. He had to censor it for this video. Adrox had to censor it. And Kris decided to jump in and give his take on this disgusting
And anyway, that is a joke. Still nothing.
CP and say they're twins.
Okay, this is gonna recap everything the video says. I want the new stuff, bro. Give me the new stuff.
It's my April.
Alright, I just watched the video. Give me the real new stuff, alright?
A little over a year ago, and tried to
I think
masturbating
this
to
year.
it. Most likely, you were enjoying it, and so funny.
Kris responds.
that
Okay,
it's
here we go.
scene. And so, of course, I actually have an alleged DM from Kris Tyson themselves. This was coming up again back in April of 20.
I'm sorry, but tweet DMs or Twitter DMs, unless you can videotape it on a different phone with another phone, and it exists, and it goes from the page to the other page, this is so fucking stupid evidence. This is not real. This evidence is so easily to fabricate, though, so I think this is not evidence at all, but let's see what it said.
2023, like all the lolly tweets, not the ones I just read, but the couple that were very viral back then, like "Nothing Gets My Knob Cranking" and all that bullshit. Well, this was what Kris Tyson allegedly sent to.
If anyone ever asked, just say, just talk to me, and I explained it was a joke to get likes from a reply from Shad. Makes sense. I didn't even know about all the stuff he did, but one of his first controversies, I stopped interacting with him a long time ago. Okay, so he stopped interacting with him. Good. I think that's a really good thing. If this is real, obviously, right?
To Jalen, another commentary YouTuber. Of course, I can't confirm this, but Jalen did tweet this out back in April 2023. And Jalen asked them about the whole controversy, and this was what Kris had to say about it. Kris says, if anyone ever asks, just say you talked to me and I explained it was a shitty joke to get likes from a reply from Shad. I didn't even know about all the stuff he did, but one of his first controversies, I stopped interacting with him a long time ago. So you didn't know about all the stuff that Shadman did, but there's clips of you pulling up Shadbase's website on your channel, and then you're adding Shadbase, like trolling and teasing him for having safer work drawings. Like, what do you mean you didn't know what he was doing? It's right.
Just because you know an artist doesn't mean you have seen everything they did. Like, I know a bunch of YouTubers. I haven't seen all their videos. Like, what makes you think that he, like, autistically looked up all this arts and he knows every single art by heart? Like, that's a dumb argument. Like, what if I went to your subscription feed now, right? What if I went to the people that you are subscribed to on YouTube, right? And I picked up a random video or a random channel and I told you, alright, do you know that this guy made a video like this, and this? Huge chance you didn't. He could have not known. It's a very weak argument, I agree. But why aren't you giving him the benefit of the doubt that he doesn't know?
there. You were directly replying to a post where he drew Caillou and you were like fawning and fangirling over it. What are you talking about?
Wait, whatever. I already said it. This is not. Whatever.
Of course, you know what he was doing. There's no excuse.
I don't see that as bad.
He was doing it's right there. You were directly replying to a post where he
Here, I need an adult. Like, either it's a joke, right? Or, like I said, it just indicates that he is like, what the fuck? But he makes it like a jokey term to engage for him. Like, this was Twitter Blue was a thing. No, 2018 was not a Twitter Blue thing yet. I mean, we all tweeted weird stuff now and then, right? And like I said, the Gunnar mind sometimes goes overboard. And maybe you don't know his mental state back then. Bro, if I would tell you every single fucked up shit I've ever consumed in my life, you would say, oh, lock him up. Oh, check his hard drive. Do this. Blah, blah. I've grown over it. I've watched some weird stuff. I've definitely have seen some weird stuff. But I don't anymore. Because I was fucked. Like, I had a genuine problem. It's so dumb. It's just dumb. It's just so judgmental where people do this. Like, you don't know the context. You don't know his mental state at this time. Like, it's not like he did a crime. He liked some fucked up tweets. That's it. Like, it's I don't know, man. I keep saying it, but I just don't care enough. I don't think this is bad enough to cancel it for or her.
He drew Caillou and
also it's 2018. You know how many years that back? It's now 2024. It's like 6 years ago, bro. Like, get over it. God damn.
And you were like fawning and fangirling over it. What are you talking about? Of course you.
What? How were you in 2018? I can tell you how I was. I know exactly how I was in 2018. People change. Is it that hard to understand?
You know what he was doing. There's no excuse here.
How old is? Hold on. Let me check. How old is Ava now? So Kris Tyson is currently 28. He is 28. All right. He came out 1996. So let's say, all right, 6 years ago, he was 22. Is that math correct? I'm gonna get my calculator out. Hold on. 28 minus 6. 22. Yeah. So he was younger than me here. I'm almost 25 now. It's been 6 years. And you are not you're not even considering the fact that in that time of age, or in that time of frame, he changed. You can't fathom the fact that people can change in 6 years. You know what the fuck? You know how many you can do in 6 years? You can train for the Mr. Olympia and become the Mr. Olympia. Like, it's I don't know, man. It's dumb.
Can't just lie and say that you had no idea. You were masturbating to it, most likely. You were enjoying it. And so, of course, this sent me down a rabbit hole pipeline where then I looked at the pinned comment on Adrox's video, and it comes from this guy named Priapism TV. And Priapism TV says, I was tagged and I came. Yes, it's true. Kris Tyson is a creep. I started investigating him a little over a year ago and tried to get people to cover this. Nobody covered this, so I had EDP445 try to bring attention to this. After he made
What? Okay. Interesting choice.
The We Must Protect Our Kids video, he started to become uncooperative and I had to find someone else. Eventually I tried Kris Chan. That fell too. Mike Klum's documentary put me in a position where I had to release the information. Despite the fact I knew Kris Tyson would delete everything once he found out. Verdius helped me cover the information because I knew it would help spread the information.
So you made this, you literally typed this out in a comment section. You didn't make a video about it. You never went to anything else. You went to some fucking video. You typed it out. and you did nothing else. You're like, oh well, I tried to reach out to these now known pedophiles, but hey, they didn't want to cover it. Yeah, no. What the fuck? How is this evidence? Like nothing in this comment. The credibility for this comment is just so low.
Kris found out because of LazyKing is still in contact with him. It's too late for him. Not only do we have screen recordings, but there exist archived web pages as well. I'm still not done investigating him as well as getting out the information. We'll just have to see how this unfolds. Great video, but also missing a lot of other details. Like how about the fact that Kris Tyson messaged a 14-year-old and jokingly flirted and talked about sending nudes to him.
Oh, okay, now that is something. That's something real. Hold up.
I would not use the nothing gets my knob cranking like Somali. Philip DeFranco already covered it as missing context. Kris was mocking someone else. We want to make sure we provide full context and accurate.
There you go. Context matters. Who would have thought?
Information. Also, a very important detail is Shadman's video, I like to draw lollies, in the description. It gives us a time frame on when he was known for this, since he writes it himself in the description. Then Ajax replies saying, hey man, I mentioned that the last video is out of context, and I'm going to try to cover what you said in the future. So then I said, okay, what the hell is this guy talking about? He had EDP445 talk about Kris Tyson, Christian.
Makes no
like,
sense.
what am I reading here? This has to be just like, this is, what is this rabbit hole? He basically has multiple videos where he just kind of goes over the investigation he's been doing, I suppose, for the last, I guess it's been a year now that he's been doing it, for the last year. And so this guy's page has multiple videos kind of going over things, and I won't lie, I'm gonna be completely transparent to give this guy some criticism. He seems a little bit like just strange in the way that he presents information. He kind of rambles a lot, and I don't know, it's hard to follow along or pay too much attention to. That's just my honest take. But watching the information, some of it is just deranged and insane. Like he even shows more tweets where Kris is openly interacting with Shadman. Here Kris is replying to a Shadman tweet, which is also deleted, but he was able to dig up the comic that he was replying to. And so Kris says, peep my favorite snack in the spaghetti, which is Tide Pods, right? Okay. And it looks like maybe back in 2018, he was just making an edgy Tide Pod meme, like, oh, he's eating Tide Pods, lol, it's funny. Well, this guy shows that it's actually a Shadman drawing where the joke is that there's a Tide Pod in this child's spaghetti, and he said it tastes like ass. And then the mother starts molesting the child and like forcing her to perform oral on him, like.
I mean, he said spaghetti. That was back in the day. It was like this "who touched my spaghetti" meme, and then he fused it in the Tide Pod meme. Do we have the frame? Do we have the time frame for this tweet and whenever this comic came out? Because if it came out after the comic, I think this is very credible. If it didn't, then it's not.
Like actually eat her ass. So it's straight up just, I mean, it's just LazyKing drawn child, which is what Shadman was known for, and Kris was consuming this content and thought it was hot and awesome and wanted to join in, I guess, on the meme of the Tide Pod and the spaghetti. And so yeah, I started looking the rest of this guy.
Did they put the time frame January 7th, 2018? Okay, so he made this meme, or he posted this on January 7th, 2018. But when did the comic post it? I think that's a crucial part of the evidence here. Because considering that Shadman and Kris knew each other, right, back in the day, what if Shadman got inspired by this tweet?
Snack and the spaghetti, which is Tide Pods, right? And it looks like maybe back in 2018 he was just in this child's spaghetti, and he said it tastes like ass. And then what Shadman was known for, and Kris was consuming this content and thought it was hot and awesome and wanted to join in, I guess, on the meme of the Tide Pod and the spaghetti. And so yeah, I started looking the rest of this guy's channel. He's got some more notable videos. He's got Kris Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old. I kind of want to look at this. I skimmed over it a little bit. I haven't, fully vetted everything to make a video on it, but if you guys want me to, let me know in the comments below, because maybe this is something that I should take a look at. I'll review it. I'll be critical. I'll be genuine. But this video is already long as it is, and this is almost nearly an hour of content, so it's gonna have to be a separate video. But in terms of Kris Tyson and the whole Shad-based stuff, that's all I really gotta say about this, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Okay, so so far still nothing really like evident. Sure, like it's still like okay.
So this video,
so he liked some weird tweets. He made some weird tweets. But that's about it. Like I don't know, man. Like compared to like what celebrities do nowadays, it's so mild. It's weird, yes, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just weird. That's it. That's all it is. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.